Presented by 4 Medical and Technology Channel. Please subscribe and like. Also don't forget to press bell icon for new video notification.
But how? Wait a little, the group of phytamines in this 2-part article is going to introduce you to facts about fiber. The first amazing fact about fiber is that fiber is a non-digestible carbohydrate, so it affects your body in a different way than other carbohydrates. The second most amazing fact is that there are 2 main types of fiber. You will be acquainted with each other in the future. The benefits of eating dietary fiber include weight loss, weight stability, digestive health, regular bowel movements, cholesterol and blood glucose levels. The daily fiber intake should be in the program of each person. Of course, less than half the Americans receive this amount of fiber. Many studies have shown that fiber intake has an inverse relationship with obesity and prevents it. So if one tries to reduce his weight, he needs to include foods rich in fiber in his diet. The best fiber resources. The fibers are divided into 2 groups, soluble fibers and insoluble fibers. Both of these fibers have health benefits and also reduce weight. Most foods have a combination of these 2 types of fiber, so it's recommended to eat fiber-rich foods for having a healthy body. Soluble fibers, oats, nuts, grains, legumes and some fruits and vegetables, can dissolve in water and form a gel. This gel-like substance is effective on heart health and diabetes. Insoluble fiber, whole grains such as wheat and whole corn, fruits and vegetables, with skin. Unlike soluble fiber, insoluble fiber, as its name suggests, is not soluble in water. The insoluble fiber contains a harder part of the plant, like the outer layer of all the cereals. The insoluble fiber moves food throughout the digestive tract and helps in regular bowel movement. The effects of fiber in the body. Satiety. Insulin control. Useful bacteria. Cell disposal action. Increase the amount of life expectancy. Satiety. The effect of fiber on garlic is usually attributed to 2 main factors: adding to the volume of food and slowing down its digestion. When you eat foods that have a lot of fiber, this extra volume will take up more space in your stomach. This issue has a direct relationship with the feeling of being sour because your stomach is a volumetric reservoir, not a calorie tank. The more space you fill with food and fluids, the more you feel. Not surprisingly, you can easily eat a whole grapefruit package, but you're having trouble getting a second pressed broccoli salad. The high fiber in broccoli feeds your stomach and sends messages to your brain to put the fork down and do not go on eating. In addition, foods with high levels of water-soluble fiber make digestion and intake of food more difficult by forming a gel material during digestion. A slower digest of food makes you feel satiated between meals and send a message to your brain that will keep you from overeating. Insulin control. Another benefit of slowing digestion, increasing insulin sensitivity and controlling blood glucose. Foods that are high in fiber will slow down the entry of micronutrients such as glucose into the bloodstream. Slower blood glucose enters insulin to help it get better in the body. Besides, the pancreas does not need to secrete too much insulin. Useful bacteria in the intestine feed on fiber. According to the study, increasing the amount of beneficial bacteria in the intestine will strengthen your immune system and reduce inflammation. The stronger your body's immune system, you can go to the club well and keep going, not to be sick and turn yourself into a blanket and rest on the sofa. If you cannot go to the club, you will not make much progress. Reducing inflammation also reduces the risk of developing metabolic diseases, including high blood pressure, insulin resistance, and high fat lipids. 7 ways to ensure your immune system. Settle disposal action. Foods that contain more insoluble fiber will increase the amount of stools and regulate the disposal of the body. Even some of the new research has shown that people who use more fiber in their diet than other people burn more calories when emptying the bowel. Of course, the results of this research are not high and there is a need for further investigation in this regard, but in any case, this can lead to the disinfection of you. Increase the amount of life expectancy. Multiple studies have shown that there is a positive correlation between the amount of fiber you eat and the amount of life expectancy and life expectancy. One recent study that studies the amount of fiber in adult European cuisine shows that the risk of death in people consuming more than 28 grams of fiber per day is 24% less than those consuming less than 16 grams of fiber per day. Of course, this does not mean that the lower the dietary fiber intake reduces your lifetime by 25%, but you should say that following a high fiber diet can add a few years to your life, which means you have more time to move your squats and weightlifting. How much fiber should I take? The minimum fiber that ladies should consume is 25 grams a day, but gentlemen should take at least 38 grams of fiber a day. Using fiber more than this amount is not necessarily better. Excessive fiber intake can cause gastrointestinal fatigue and disturb micronutrient intake and inadvertently cause weight loss. If you always have a feeling of satiety, you can no longer eat enough. How to increase fiber? If you are not consuming enough fiber at the moment, do not be afraid because many foods have high fiber and you can eat them. Start with a meal and go to the food source with high fiber, for example, use brown rice instead of white rice. Then increase the consumption of vegetables, start from 1 serving a day to get 4 to 5 servings a day. The key to success is to move slowly and steadily and take moderation. Otherwise, you have a tenderness, bloating of the stomach and intestinal gas. No matter what your goal is, increasing insulin sensitivity is a valuable issue. Regardless of what fitness goals you have, the ability to clear blood from glucose and its optimal distribution in the body can help you to be healthy. Does the use of fiber additive is beneficial? Many of the processed foods contain added fibers, which they call functional fiber. Common fiber that is present in the diet is derived from plants, but functional fibers such as polyesters and inulin are extracted from natural sources, and then added to foods such as cereals and meat. Quantitative studies have been done on the long-term effects of functional fibers in the body, but the existing research background indicates that their benefits are similar to those of normal dietary fiber. So far, side effects have not been reported on these fibers, but instead of the idea of adding fiber to processed foods, many non-softening foods will turn into healthy and nutritious foods, but in general, the use of fresh fruits and vegetables in the diet is better than breakfast cereals and processed foods. Drink enough water. If you want to increase the effect of fiber, you should drink enough water along with it. The water-soluble fiber is dissolved, and insoluble fiber needs water to mop the stool along the digestive tract. So, if you want to increase fiber intake, you should consume more water. Causes of digestive problems of athletes and its solution. Some people may experience gastrointestinal symptoms after increasing intake of fiber. However, these are temporary when your body gets used to the fibers, and drinking plenty of water reduces these annoying symptoms. Do not forget that people need different fluids. In general, you should have enough water to keep your urine clear and clear throughout the day. Presented by For Medical and Technology Channel. Please subscribe and like, also don't forget to press bell icon for new video notification.